Welcome to the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIRT Bhopal. I'm Dr. Amit Abbas, and this is brief description about my qualification. In the previous lecture, we have seen the types of forging, means two types we have seen, and we have seen the introduction regarding the forging operation. So, what is the mechanism behind the forging, and two types of forging we have seen in the previous lecture. Now, continuing in the similar manner as we have seen in the previous lecture, the next type of forging is press forging. We have seen in the drop forging that impact type of loading have been applied on the sample or specimen to deform it into the final shape. So here in the press forging, the forging operation, press forging is the process of shaping metal that is placed between two dies by applying mechanical or hydraulic pressure. As we can see here that in the this is upper portion of the die and this is lower portion of the die, and we are applying a compressive type of loading from here, and this die is continuously moving in the downward direction as we are increasing the magnitude of the force or pressure applied on this one, and the final shape is produced here. So some extra amount of material is added in as a allowance so that to ensure the complete filling of the cavity of the die. So this is the entire process, but the difference is here the applied force is gradual force on the forging dies as compared to the previous one, the drop forging impact type of load we have applied. The difference between impact load and gradual load is here the load is applying means the magnitude of the load is increasing continuously as compared to the in case of impact loading sudden the low amount of load is increased up to the maximum value. So this is the difference. So that's why you can see here the in the first figure this is separated through a distance. So some amount of forces are applied on this section, so the deformation is slightly lesser as compared to in the second case. So here we have gradually increased some amount of load, and here you can see the as we have increased the amount of load, so the deformation occurred in more as compared to the previous one, and again we have increased the amount of load to the final value so that we got the final shape of the product, and by machining we will remove this extra portion and we will get the final product. So this is regarding the press forging operation. So the next point is it may be cold forging or hot forging process. As I told you that this will depend on the temperature of the workpiece, that whether you have selected the workpiece above the recrest line temperature or 75% of the melting temperature of the metal, or you are working at the low temperature, means room temperature you are working. So that will depend. So this was regarding the press forging operation. The next type is upset type of forging. So the first point regarding the upset type of forging is upset forging is performed by holding a preheated material up between the grooved dies and commonly known as grip dies. As you can see in the figure, this upper figure, that we have applied the force from this side means along the axis of the die, so that this will flow into this one, and to produce the final product like this will change the shape of the final product. So the second point is pressure is then applied to the end of the bar in the direction of its axis. So in the direction of its axis we have applied the force to get this final product. So this is regarding the heading tool upsets the end of the bar by displacing the heated metal within the cavity, as I told you. So due to this amount of force, huge amount of force or pressure you have applied from this end, so this will ensure the what movement of the this softened material because of the high temperature. This will flow into this chambers to provide you these type of structure. So this was regarding the upset type of forging. So the next is swedging forging. Some points regarding the swedging forging. So the first point is in the swedging is a process. Swedging is a forging process in which the dimension of the samples are altered using a dies into which the item is forged. So the amount of force that will applied by die itself means die will act as a hammer to change it into the final product. So you need to remember this one. We will not use any type of hammer in this case. So die itself will act as a hammer, and this will be responsible for the change of final shape of the product. So the next point will be the swedging is usually a cold working process, but also may be hot worked, as we have seen in all the cases. That will depend on the working temperature, as we have discussed earlier. So this was regarding the swedging of forging. So the next one is, and the last one in this type of forging type, the roll forging. In the roll forging operation, the first point is regarding the roll forging, also known as a roll forming, is a forging method that uses opposing roll to form a metal part. Means the roller will be used as a die, and this will ensure the movement of the metal in between the rolls to produce the final shape of the product. Means even though roll forging uses rolls to produce the various component, it is still considered as a forging process. It will not be considered as a rolling process. It will be considered as a forging process. So this was regarding the roll forging. So till today we have covered the introduction about the forging process, mechanism behind the forging, and various types of forging, six types of forging there. So remaining section we will continue in the next lecture. So thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe the SIRD mechanical channel for the these type of video. So please like, share and subscribe, and best of luck.